Hello there! Welcome to the Clark side. I am Clark. Before we begin, please remember to chill touch that like button, subscribe to join the skeleton crew, and if you enjoy the content on this channel, please check out the links in the description below. It really means a lot to us. And without any further ado, let us dive back into Ravnica. Alright. Who remembers what happened last time? Anyone?
Nope.
I don't. I think you'd have a better chance of asking us what the weight of the lunar lander was for the first landing on the moon.
Well, what is the weight of the lunar lander?
I can Google it.
I said better chance. I didn't say perfect chance.
Alright, well, just to recap on what happened, you have been exploring a dungeon that has been taken over by the cult of Rakdos. Rakdos has somehow managed to gain control over a huge swath of undead, even wresting control of some of the indentured spirits from the Orzhov Syndicate, which has made the people of Winterhaven very, very anxious for good reason. You have descended into this dungeon, a stronghold once under the control of the Azoria Senate, and you are on the second floor. You are surrounded by hobgoblin corpses, which you have made fresh yourselves. What do you want to do next?
Did we explore the bodies for stuff already? I don't remember. Did that or not?
You did. They didn't have much
I
on them.
don't remember either. Well, there's a door here we can check.
Oh, that's not a door. I just kind of moved it out of the way.
Oh, it opened. That's okay.
I guess we
What
head
else did we go?
to the south.
Oh yeah, there's down here.
Yeah, because I don't see anything else in. Oh, no, that's not a. Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything else in here that can be explored.
Nope. I guess that room seems to be the best bet.
So you're gonna go to this room to the south down this way?
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Alright, everybody move down. As you peer down the dusty hall, you see a table littered with food and some playing cards and some other things. Gideon, as you step
Do we hear
forward,
anything coming from this room?
You do now. As soon as Gideon steps to about there, a portcullis slams in front of him.
Well,
The iron door screams down from the top and slams shut noisily into the floor before you.
Well, guess we can't go that way unless we find a way to open it. Is there anything we can see in the immediate area that might look like it might open the gate?
You don't see any levers. It looks like it has, like the mechanisms might be on the other side. As far as you can tell, it also appears that you could try lifting it up yourself.
Let's try lifting it. Who here looks the strongest?
It sure ain't me.
Look at my stats. I don't remember anything.
I'm not about to transform into a chicken just to lift the gate.
You're good.
I'm not so strong in strength, but I have a +1 to it.
+2. Well, if somebody wants to help me, we can.
I will
to
try.
lift it.
All right.
If
So,
Gideon moves out of the way.
is it just you, or is anybody working together, or what?
I'm gonna help.
I'm gonna stay where I am.
What do you want us to roll? General strength?
Yep, strength check.
Let's see how bad it is. Oh, not too bad.
All right. The two of you combined both stand at opposite ends of the portcullis. You grab onto some lower spokes, and you heave slowly the gate open, and it clinks back into place. You get it about halfway up, so about 4.5 feet. Yeah, just about 4.5 feet up open. So you can get under it.
Is it something we're gonna have to hold up to let people through, or
No, it locks about into place right there.
Okay. So quietly make our way forward.
Alright.
That sounds like a plan.
If everybody's still
Who's first?
I'll guess I can sneak up, take a look. Not dexterity, I meant stealth. I guess just add 2 to that.
Alright.
Let's see here. Just dumped underneath there.
Alright,
I don't see anything.
you walk inside, and it looks like this room has had some pretty recent activity. Any of the emblems that held a symbol of the Azorius have been carved out or painted over in a mocking sort of fashion with the symbol of the cult of Rakdos, which is a red and black mask, one, half and half. But so far, it seems pretty quiet.
Is there anything worth noting on the table? Like, is there like fresh, any paperwork, I don't know, anything that might stand out that looks important?
Yes, you see some maps of the region, some rough maps of the region. You see some standing orders to capture people alive, signed by a man named Calorel. So I presume you're over there reading those then, right?
Uh-oh. Oh, good. We lost the tank.
Okay. Oh, fantastic.
Offense of the region. Who are we trying to capture? Or I mean, not us. The orders to capture what?
Probably anyone that's an intruder, I would wager.
The orders are to capture anybody, locals, just travelers, intruders. Keep them alive, but to bring them as slaves to Calorel.
I take the rough maps of the area.
All right,
Or the region, sorry.
I would like you to roll perception, Andros, and Gerhardt. And we have to be about here to grab some of those maps.
Me, Mr. Detool? Perception?
Yep.
Boy, it's a good thing you rolled well.
Yes. As soon as you get in, about there, your trunk starts to kind of quiver for a moment. You don't just smell the scent of some hobgoblins who have been here. You smell the scent of some hobgoblins who are here and waiting. And at about that moment, this door and this door fly open as a number of hobgoblins start to run forward. Roll initiative.
Just let me down.
Boy, I am just...
Don't worry, I'm right there with you.
I don't know why I thought I rolled a 4. I could have sworn I rolled a 4. Huh. I can't read.
All right. A burly, well-armored goblin or hobgoblin stomps out from where he was and moves over to Gerhardt. He draws.
Oh, hello.
Yep. He has a scimitar drawn, and he starts to make several attacks at you.
Please don't, sir. I'm just a peaceful druid. Ow.
Just a peaceful bird. That's the shape.
Can he have, I don't know, 8 more attacks? Finish me off. Go ahead. You don't even have 2 attacks. Bunch of jerks. Alright, that's 2 hits.
Oh, yep. For a total of 12 damage.
That's half my health. I remember what goes on in this game. We die every session.
Yeah, it's all coming to me now.
The Hobgoblin leader calls to the others in common. Don't kill him. We can sell him to the Blood Reavers as slaves. Gerhardt, you're up.
Oh, yeah. So if we
Ouch.
don't die, we're gonna be slaves. Sounds good.
Well, at least we won't die and have to pay $1 billion to get out of debt.
Ow.
Oh, I'm sorry, Andros. My bad. Let's see here. What can I do? You know what? Let's transform into my good old standby, the Axe Beak. I should
Alrighty.
probably add, like... That's the end of my turn. While I'm doing that, I'm going to add an entry in my attack list for the Axe Beak attack, because I keep forgetting to do that.
Alright.
Well, somebody can...
Somebody. Oh, Jake's back.
The Hobgoblins, the basic standard Hobgoblins, rush out and start to stab at Andros. Alright, looks like only one of them hit you. For a total of 9 damage, Andros.
Yay. How exciting. Please stab me some more.
I don't think it hurt enough.
As a matter of fact, the Hobgoblin Guards are next, and they do just that.
Oh no. I was kidding.
They rush out and spread out into a well-organized looking file of archers, or rather spear throwers. Andros, 2 of these spears are at you. Gerhardt, the other 2 are at you. So Andros first.
Long.
Ooh, for 7 points of damage. And the second one misses. Alright. Do 13s hit you as an axe beat? So they both hit?
Yep. Yeah, as an Axe Beak, my AC is 11.
And as an axe beak, you just took 6 points of damage.
As an Axe Beak, I have 13 left.
Oh, nice. Andros, what do you want to do?
Oh, I'm reading over my spells to remember what I have. Give me one moment. Okay, I'm going to cast Thunder Wave on the 3 guys that are right next to me.
All right. You can catch 2 guys in Thunder. What you can? Yeah, you can catch 2 guys in Thunderwave. Thunderclap would be all of them. The cantrip, though, that would also count Gerhardt.
Self 15-foot cube range for Thunder Wave.
Yeah, it's
And Thunderclap, self 5-foot radius. So both of them would hit Gerhardt.
No, like,
if I
okay,
understand
so
this correctly.
a cube is like it's several squares together. It's like a 15-foot. All right, hang. Let me draw it. Yeah, there you go. That is a 5. That's a 15-foot cube. You can place it like that, or like that, or if you wanted like that, but you'd be getting Gerhardt. Now, everything a 5-foot radius within you is like everything basically adjacent to you. Now, Gerhardt is a giant chicken, so if you wanted to risk it, that's up to you.
No, I don't really feel like hitting him. I already went through that once with Gideon, so.
I appreciate that I'm actually easier to hit as a chicken.
We all know how that turned out with Gideon, so. Yeah, I'm gonna hit the 2 right here. So
Alrighty.
Thunderwave, right? That's the
Yep,
one.
that's the one.
So boom. Oh shit. What's it? Cast at what level? Spells.
I believe you have up to
Cast the level
second
1,
level if
yeah?
you want, but yeah, first level's perfectly fine. Wow. Okay then. They both succeed on resisting the sudden blast of sound. It's just this quick instant boom, and they kind of shudder and stumble back. They are almost dead, but they have survived.
And I still only have 1 action to do, so.
Yeah, you get your little storm bonus action thing to fly back 10 feet.
Oh wait, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I am flying in the air right now. Forgot about that. Fly 10 feet. I am gonna frickin' move away from them. Because since I'm floating, I don't take opportunity attacks, correct?
Yeah, with this flight, you specifically don't provoke opportunity attacks.
Okay. So I'm gonna. Oh dang. Can't really move anywhere. I'm gonna land. Move over here.
All right.
And that's it, because I can't drink a potion because I used my thing already.
All right.
If I move away, I take an opportunity attack.
Janali, what do you want to do?
Alright. Let's see. Sorry, I was looking through my spells as well. It's like, what can I do? What do I do? What do I have left over? Because we didn't take a long rest in that room, right?
Yeah,
it's been so long.
you've had a short rest from your last adventures, so you haven't had a long rest yet.
Alright, I kind of don't want to go in there. Let's do Toll the Dead on this one. Except I can't click it. Oh my god.
This one?
Yep.
Alrighty.
I think that's the only one I can see from where I'm at anyways. Oh wait, I can see the archers too, right?
He fails.
So
He takes 5 necrotic damage. You hear an ominous bell
really sucky roll.
ring above this hobgoblin, and you see, like, a look of dread in his eyes as he sort of ages and decays a bit right in front of you.
Gross.
Anything else?
That's it.
The war chief glances at the giant axe beak that has just appeared before him and shouts, "Bring down the druid first! The druid first!" as he is swinging horizontally back and forth with his scimitar, trying to bring down.
What did I do?
You became a threat.
I feel like this class is Stop hitting me. Oh great, you missed me with the weakest attack. Thank you.
Ow.
So that's 10 total points of damage. You should have 3 axe beak health left.
Yes, I do.
Alright, Gideon, it's your turn.
Help me, Gideon. Help. Oh, thank God, Mytha's here too.
Oh, he's having mic problem. Yeah, that you just can't use it at the moment.
Gotcha. You see Gideon chant for a moment and wave his hand and slowly clenches it towards the war chief. And as the war chief is shouting, "The druid! Get the druid! Get the..." he suddenly freezes exactly in place mid-swing and is paralyzed from the spell. Any melee hits, or rather any attack rolls that are made within 5 feet of him are against him are automatic crits if you hit. Gerhardt, it's your turn.
Alright, well, if he's paralyzed, I'm going to swing my beak down at him.
You hit. Roll another d8 for your crit.
And it's another... I'll just roll it again, yeah. Wow, 7 damage, guys.
What an amazing roll.
I'm
Anything
not
else?
dead yet, so there's something. You know what? I believe I can use my Balm of the Summer Court as a bonus action, so I'm going to use that to heal myself.
Alrighty. Nice.
And that also gives me 1 temporary hit point. It's something.
Alright. Gerhardt, the hobgoblin closest to you, takes his longsword and tries to stab at you.
Please don't. Mean. I just healed.
For 4 points of damage.
Well, I just know that.
And the other 2 standard hobgoblins start to move back, and they aim at you as well. Dropping their longswords and taking out their longbows.
You cowards.
Assholes.
You take 14
Who are
total
they striking?
damage from that longbow.
Me?
Yeah, you.
How much?
14
cut out.
total.
Ouch.
Well, let's see. That knocks out all 6 of my my temporary hit point, 5 of my hit points from my axe peak, which turns me into normal. And that was still another 9 damage, so guess what? I'm dead.
You're unconscious.
Yeah, unconscious. I know.
Alright. And that is all for the normal goblins. The hobgoblins, or rather the hobgoblin guards, start to trudge forward. 2 of them walk up to their chief and kind of shake him, and they're unsure of what to do about him. These 2, however, move forward around the table and dash over to Gideon. Except this one can't quite make it, so... Or he does. Gideon, you're taking a sword from... Or rather, a spear from one of these guards. For 3 points of damage.
Yay, Ranger to the rescue. I see her creeping up back up.
Hey guys, what's going on?
I'm dying.
The usual.
Oh,
I'm almost
looks like
dead.
fun.
The usual.
Alright. Oh, Mytha, go ahead and roll initiative now that you're here.
Mytha just kind of casually strolls up.
What's up, guys?
Oh, what you up to?
Dying.
There you are.
This looks
Okay.
like fun.
All right, Andros, it is your go. What do you want to do?
So these three guys are right here next to me. So I am going to hit them with a thunder wave. So I encompass the three guys next to me.
Alrighty.
Where are you? Thunder wave.
Once more, you unleash the sudden, just a boom of noise. And you see that the hobgoblins next to you flinch in just this moment, as if they'd all been struck by some kind of invisible blow. And they stumble back.
Damn. What's with these high rolls?
Yeah, this is horseshit.
It kind of is. Did I say kind of? I meant it totally is.
Ow. I still laugh.
Well, since that was a first level or higher spell, you still get, your 10 feet of flying away.
Yep, that's absolutely what I'm going to do, because I'm going to keep moving away.
Ben, fess up. What did you do to make it so you have ungodly luck in this game?
I agree.
I'll let you know when I figure it out. Alright. Janali, it's your move.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon right there.
Your spiritual weapon
Forward
appears
and
right there, right?
that's my bonus action. Can I attack after it's summoned?
Yeah, I believe
Like,
you get to
it
attack
attack?
with... Yeah, like when you cast it as a bonus action, it gets one attack. And then you can bonus action to make it attack on a later turn as well. So who's getting magic
Well,
stab?
I'm attacking this.
That one. Alright.
So this one right here, the one that's right in front of me.
Alright, roll it.
So, this is Spiritual Weapon.
Hit.
And then
That is actually exactly what you need to kill him. You kind of gallop forward,
all set.
kind of hunker down beneath the half-open portcullis, and at the motion of your holy symbol, the weapon puppets your movement and skewers the hobgoblin from behind. What do you want to do with your regular action?
Move forward again. And smack this one in the face with my mace.
Unfortunately, that is a miss.
Damn! Okay. Well, I tried.
The war chief, still paralyzed, can only stand there and attempt to make a saving throw to break out. And he does not. Gideon, what do you want to do?
Alright, he's still here.
Oh, how's the war chief? He looks like he's, despite being oh, this guy? He is definitely injured. He is not looking good. You swing your longsword towards him, but he parries it with the brunt of his shield. At least I think he has a shield. He might just dodge out of the way. Yeah, he has a shield. He just straight up dodges out of the way. Anything else? Alright, Gerhardt. Make a death saving throw.
I'm trying to get to. I do. Oh, yeah.
Hey! So that's one good one. All right,
Mytha
Gideon.
steps up and she's like, "Hey, I'll take a turn."
Oh, oops. You were. I didn't. Yeah. Well, before we, I'll let you be next instead of the hobgoblin, since that's what you're supposed to be. Yeah, there we go. It is actually your turn, Mytha. All right, what do you want to do?
Sweet. Are there any good guys, or are they all bad guys?
They are all bad guys.
They're all bad guys.
This
Cool.
portcullis here is like, it's hard to see, but there's an iron grate that has fallen about halfway down the hall, roughly speaking. There is about four.
But I can shoot through it with my bow.
You can. Yeah, everybody past it has cover. So just be aware of that.
So I have to get past it to shoot with my bow. Is that what you're saying?
If you don't want them to have a +2 AC, yeah.
Decisions.
Okay. All right, we'll go past it here, and let's go for the this guy first.
So are you making a melee attack or are you shooting? Oh, alright, good. Short sword. Alright, your first short sword slays him outright. As he is dodging Gideon's blow, you sweep in kind of on your knees and then bounce up and stab him from below.
Sweet. And that is all I can do with that weapon. So I'll stop there.
Alright. Now it is the hobgoblins. This little hobgoblin turns to Gideon and prepares to stab him with his spear. Or longsword. Missing. The other two back up their companion by firing their longbows at Gideon as well. You hear the tension in the bows before they suddenly release. That is 11 points of damage total from one of those longbows, Gideon. Let's see, DC's 10 or the damage, whichever is higher, right? For your concentration. 10 or half the damage. Okay, so you succeed. You maintain your concentration. The remaining ordinary hobgoblin guards see what's happening and start to converge upon Gideon also, shouting, "Get him! Get him.
Ah, shit.
Well, that's 13 points of damage. And your AC is just right at 17. Oh, you take 6 points of damage. Alright, you have 2 more constitution saves to potentially make. Alright, you've passed both of them. You are maintaining your concentration, and you are barely alive. Andros, what do you want to do?
I am going to drink a potion.
Alright, that's 2d4 plus 2 healing.
Wait, did I do that right?
You had
+2.
yeah, plus 2, so you heal 6 hit points. As your trunk rummages around in your satchel, you guys hear sort of a suction, like he pulls the potion out with his nose, plugs it into his mouth, and drinks it. Janali, what do you want to do?
Alright, so my sword is gonna attack this.
Alright. It sweeps around and stabs at the hobgoblin. Roll it. It just barely
I'm gonna
misses.
Step forward. Really?
Yep.
Damn. God, I'm just feeling like shit today, aren't I? Alright, and then I'm gonna step forward and hit this one. Or at least try to.
Alright, roll your attack.
Nope. Just no.
Alright. The war chief still stands frozen. And is still frozen. He's just standing there, mid-order, barking. It's just frozen. Gideon, what do you want to do? Alright. The hobgoblin next to you suddenly shudders as you utter a curse towards him. He looks towards you, and you glare at him with a look of death before you deliver that death with a thrust from your longsword. He lets out his last gasp of breath and dies. And as his breath leaves, you see it as a sort of, almost like a steam, rise from his mouth and kind of wrap around Gideon's wounds, healing them. Gerhardt, roll another death save.
Alright.
I'll make it to you next.
Really?
Oh, never mind. You're
I'll
good.
let you keep the second one for your next turn.
Oh, no. Okay, I failed. I thought that I must have. My mouse is being an asshole. Alright, that's one save, one failure.
I thought crit 20s are 2 saves.
I accidentally clicked it twice.
Oh,
Yeah, he has a 6, but I'll be nice and let him have the 20 on his next turn if no one heals him by then.
Nah.
gotcha.
Alright, Mytha, it's your turn.
All right, guys. Let's do this. I am. Janali, I'm going to stand near you for a second.
Yep.
And I'm going to shoot towards. Let's go for number 1 first, and then I'll go for number 3.
Alright. Number 1 is definitely a miss, but this guy over here, number 3, you have hit as you knock 2 arrows to your bow and fire them simultaneously. You actually kill that guy outright.
Woot!
Good job.
Mytha has arrived.
Ain't that the truth?
Thank God.
And then
You seem
I'll
to
go
be
back.
the only one doing legit damage.
Alright. You hear the hobgoblins suddenly shout, "Archer! Archer! Elven archer!" And they start to all get this look of fury. Gideon, you can even see this look starting to appear in the war chief's eyes. The hobgoblins, the basic hobgoblins, fire their longbows back in return. Dealing 8 points of damage to Mytha. This guard next to Gideon. Yeah, you. 8 points to Mytha. This guard right next to Gideon, he is going to just shove Gideon. He's going to attempt to shove him. To push him 10 feet or 5 feet back, however far you get pushed when you get shoved. So make a strength athletics check with me. Or if you don't have athletics, just a straight up strength roll, Gideon.
Good job.
You actually make it. You wrestle with him for a moment, and he fails to shove you out of the way. So he is actually going to just straight up move around you. But that was his attack action, so he can't do anything else. Andros, what do you want to do?
What? What's the how close is it when it's a disadvantage when they're 5 feet from you?
Yeah, 5
You
feet
do
from
an
you.
attack?
Mm-hmm. 5 feet.
Okay.
So basically right
So
next to
I'm
you.
okay. Well, I got Mytha in between me and the guy. An intense heat starts forming in my hand, and fire bursts into existence. And I cast Firebolt over Mytha's shoulder to hit the guy.
You definitely do. the bolt peels from your hands and just impacts this guy in the shoulder, roasting him. You see him wince in pain. His face is wrenched. For 5 points of damage. Janali, it's your turn.
Alright, so first. Let's deal with him first. Alright, so move it down to this one.
Alright,
See if
it has
Hits anything.
advantage. And if it hits him, it's an automatic critical hit. Well,
Why?
it's a critical hit
I
anyway.
hate this. I hate this game. Alright, and as my action,
Yes, you're-
I'm gonna cast Healing Word on.
That's actually a bonus action if we're getting technical.
Oh, really? Healing Word's a bonus action?
No. Spiritual weapons, getting it to attack someone is a bonus action. So you could use Cure Wounds on
Oh shoot.
Gideon if you wanted.
Oh shoot, I didn't even realize. Crap. Actually, you know what? I have a potion. I'm gonna just move down and shove a potion in his mouth.
Alright. The guard makes his opportunity attack. And he misses. Alright, roll that potion.
How much is the potion? It's 2d4?
2d4 plus 2. Hey, 7 hit points for Gerhardt.
Me?
Yep.
For you!
Wow.
Drink it all! It's gonna get shoved right in your mouth.
At least it's not grape flavor.
Finally, after a moment, the war chief suddenly starts to move and wrench free of the magic that was holding him in place. But that's his whole turn. Gideon, what do you want to do? You slay the hobgoblin behind you. Just as it was rearing back to stab at Mytha, you stab him in the back instead. Anything else? Gerhardt, you're alive, you're on your back, and you feel really bad. What are you gonna do?
Question my life choices as always. Let's see here. I'll get up and let's frostbite the war chief.
Alrighty. He fails. The wintry chill washes over him. You see ice begin to form and nip at his shoulders and arm, and he is less capable of dealing with you for his next attack.
Good. Let's see.
Anything else?
What else? I could use another summer balm, but I only get those on a long rest. You know what? I'll use a healing word just to give myself a little bit more health.
Alrighty. Five more hit points. That's not bad.
Half.
Alright, Mytha, it's your move. What do you want to do?
I am gonna move up one, where this hobgoblin is, and shoot for these two over here on the side.
Roll it. Unfortunately,
Oh man,
both your arrows missed their mark. And they both return.
that's alright. I
Yeah.
tried.
They both return fire at you.
Well, that's bullshit.
Well, that's fun.
So that's 18 points of damage total.
Ooh.
On who?
All the hobgoblin
All right.
guards are dead, so now it is Andros' turn.
So the only two that are alive are these guys over here, right?
That is correct.
What about this one?
I mean,
Oh,
yeah,
that guy as well, okay.
That guy's alive too.
So 3 people. Spells. Let me see. It's also self. I am going to. All right, I'm gonna move forward to right here, and I am going to cast another firebolt at the first one right here.
Alrighty. And you fire that bolt from around the corner. The orange blast races through the air, burns a hole, a good baseball-sized hole in this hobgoblin's chest, and kills him.
Yeah.
I flick him off. That's what you get for touching me.
Janali, it is your turn.
Alright, so my sword's gonna hit this guy again.
Alright, roll it. That actually hits him. And he still stands, looking injured, but not severely injured. It looks like his pride has been hurt more than anything else.
I'm gonna step on this one's body and try to mace this one in the face, see if anything happens.
Roll it.
I don't think I.
Unfortunately, he parries, or rather dodges out of the way.
No.
And now, the war chief. Alright, Gideon, his first attack, which is at disadvantage due to the frostbite spell, is at you. So that one misses. The second one is regular. That one also misses. And the dagger. Gideon, you take 5 points of piercing damage as he works through his frosty injury and finally manages to meet your flesh with his dagger. Just one quick thrust from beneath into your belly, and it's your turn. You definitely hit him for 10 points of damage with your critical. Your longsword meets his lower thigh, and he kind of stumbles back, batting your weapon away with his dagger. Gerhardt, it is your turn now.
Excuse me.
Only the war chief remains.
How's this guy looking? Not that
He's
like just looking a little damaged.
He's starting to look damaged. After that last blow, he definitely looks like he's taken a fair beating now.
Let's see, how many turns between me and him? Almost all of them. Alright, I'm actually going to take a gamble and whack him with my quarterstaff.
Alright, roll it.
I can do more damage with that than anything else. Uh-huh.
You peel around with it, making an overhanded strike, and it just goes whang! And you kind of, almost in a cartoonish fashion, wobble back against him.
I need another cantrip slot so I can get Shillelagh already.
Mytha, it is your move.
I am. How's this guy looking on health?
He looks like he is on his last legs.
And what about the war chief?
He's looking less like he's on his last legs and more like he's just kind of having a bad day.
Let's go for the war chief. I think Janali can take the other guy.
Yeah,
She's pretty.
You would
She's
think
a.
that.
I don't know. You're kind of BA.
All right.
All right, let's go for the war chief. Oh shit.
Yep, the war chief ducks below your arrow just in time.
Should have gone for the other guy.
Speaking of the other guy, he takes his spear and attempts to stab Janali. Or rather,
Stab
his
me,
longsword.
Motherfucker. It misses.
He scrapes against your impressive armor. To no avail. Andros, what will you do?
I am going to take a step forward and step on the dead dude. Oh, he moved. Okay. Oh shit.
You can move closer.
What's 30? Okay, let's see. Where? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move forward and jump on the table.
Table cracked.
Probably. And I shoot a fireball at. You know what? I'm gonna shoot a fireball at the war chief.
Firebolt at the war chief? Alrighty, roll it.
Fireball. Nope.
He also, with one quick gesture, sidesteps the bolt exactly at the right moment as it flings towards him.
Cool.
Janali, what will you do?
So 20 is action up on me. Okay. Well, my sword's gonna do the exact same thing it's been doing.
Your glowing spiritual sword sweeps across the back of the war chief. You hear him growl in pain. And he is definitely starting to look
Great,
worse.
And then this one, yay! This one's I'm gonna try to hit him with the mace. Stop dodging! Damn it! I just can't finish him off.
All right. The war chief snarls angrily, and he's just going to sidestep all the way around. Yeah, he's just going to take an opportunity attack from Gerhardt. He's just going to take it.
From me?
Yeah, from you.
All right.
From me, right?
He was here, right?
Yep, right there. And he
Yeah,
leaves your
that
space.
would be me. Eat it.
You
Yeah.
crack him in the back of the head. And he kind of sneers. And takes 3 points of damage. But approaches Mytha. First missing. The backhand of his swing misses again, and a dagger, sweeping up beneath it, finally lands against Mytha for 6 points of damage.
Well, I had 6 hit points, so
You are exactly at
bye-bye,
0.
Mytha.
Gideon, what will you do? Oh, you stab him in the back, but he is still alive.
God.
He is looking really worn out. But he still lives. And now, Gerhardt, it's your move.
Just die already. Please, just die.
Once again, you thwack him with your quarterstaff. But you're pretty sure your last one was a luckier blow, as you have similar results to your first attempt. Mytha, or is there anything else, Gerhardt?
No.
Mytha, roll a death save. So you're not getting worse. I believe that's one pass. Alright. The hobgoblin is going to stab into Janali. No, he is not.
He can't hurt me and I can't hurt him. This is so frustrating.
Yeah, Janelli and the hobgoblin are just in this corner going clang, 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 clang.
Clang, clang.
Back and forth.
Andros,
Andros.
please, I'm begging you, finish him off.
I I jump off the table to the side and I shoot a fireball at the war chief.
Alright, roll your
Damn it,
firebolt.
you're just gonna leave me there clanging.
Oh boy. Eat a bit.
Oh, good job.
Oh man.
6 points of damage to him. He is barely hanging on as he feels the heat roasted. You basically got like the back of his ribs. Like there's a hunk of his armor missing now. You can see some flesh seared from the inside.
Sucks.
Janali, Care to claim?
I believe in you.
You stop believing in me. It's what's causing all this problem. Alright, let's just get it over with. Oh my god!
And with one final clang, you bash his skull in. And the hobgoblin falls.
I'm gonna move my sword over here.
And just as he was getting ready to raise his weapon over Mytha's helpless, unconscious body, a spiritual weapon lances its glowing power through his upper chest, and he falls.
I think not. Not today.
And the chief is
let's
dead.
go. Awesome. Let's go over to Fort Mytha, and I'll cast Healing Word on her.
I've got a thing I could cast too. I'm going to cast.
It's only 3, but it gets you out of it.
Alright, I'm actually going to cast Healing Spirit underneath Mytha.
Oh, awesome. So basically, she just lays there for about a minute, and that's a d6 healing per minute, right? Or per turn?
Mhm.
Yeah. So basically, she gets, since we're out of combat, she gets 10d6 healing total.
Whenever you get enough health, just like hop out of it. There you go. I'm sure you're maxed out. Or close.
Oh my gosh, that was like literally perfect. That brings me exactly to full health.
Okay,
Thanks,
it started
guys.
6 seconds, right?
Yep.
And that was okay, so it's gone.
Yep, that's the full 60 seconds. Yep. Alright. So, Gideon, you aren't looking too great either. What will you do?
I'm gonna check all the bodies.
A good idea.
Well, my quest is over. I saved the old man, so bye everyone.
No. Yoink. Don't think so.
And I don't want to die.
That's too bad. We die with honor.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna go out of my way to die in the most undignified way possible.
Alright. You're checking the bodies, and they don't have a whole lot on them. However, once you start to search some of the other rooms, you find a treasure chest.
Oh, yeah. See, if you would have left, you wouldn't have found any of this treasure.
Right there, actually. Inside of it, you find 380 gold pieces and a vicious short sword.
Oh.
It looks to be of both elven craftsmanship and of the Selesnya Enclave's, I guess you would say, membership.
Does it have a name of
A name of what?
What was that you cut out?
What were you saying? A name of what?
You said there's a Celestia Conclave
yeah.
membership, right?
Yeah, it is. It is. It looks like it was made. It was elven made for the Celestia Conclave.
Looks like we have a treasure thing that somebody can type up.
I thought wasn't Gideon in charge of the treasure stuff?
Yeah, I believe it is Gideon, if I'm not mistaken. Listen to Gideon slacking.
No,
Stop slacking, Gideon.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, 380 gold pieces and a vicious short sword. And here is the link to what a vicious weapon does precisely. When you roll a 20 on your attack roll with this magic weapon, the target takes an extra 7 points of damage of the weapon's type.
That's so who uses short sword?
I believe
I
as
have
a
a
war
dagger.
as a war cleric you can, and Gideon can, and let's see, Mytha can.
Would it be a good thing for the person to use it often?
Yeah.
So it's between me and Gideon. Gideon, do you want it? Nope, not worth it to you.
Guess you're taking it if Mytha doesn't.
Mytha, would you like it?
I wasn't paying attention. What are we talking about?
Mytha.
Sorry, I was eating popcorn.
They found
There's a short sword.
Yeah, a vicious short sword that belongs to the Selesnya Enclave.
Oh.
Basically, it's a magic weapon that gets an extra 7 points of damage on a natural 20.
I was gonna take it and replace it with my blades.
If you would like to use it, go ahead. If you won't, I definitely will. Because that's what I use as either a longbow or a short sword. But most of the time, my major weapon is a longbow.
Okay, so I will. I have no idea how I'm gonna add that in, but we'll worry about that another time.
Oh, I can help you out with that real quick.
Oh, I think they have it on the compendium, right?
They should. You should be able to drag it right from the compendium onto your character sheet.
Got it.
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Correct.
Now, I have no idea if it'll
Damage,
actually...
let's go. Yay.
I have no idea if it'll actually add in the 7 points of damage on a crit, or if it's just like, here's vicious short sword entry. So we'll just keep an eye out for when you actually get a 20. Alright. The room is otherwise vacant now. In the corner, you will have found wine, ale, rum, similar alcoholic beverages. jerky, chickens, things like that. You know, just foodstuffs. Though the map seems to indicate that their plans, or rather, their plans seem to involve slowly encircling around Winterhaven. You see on there a note about some kobold bandits being held in line by someone named Irontooth. You see a note about that questions if they can trust their elven spy in Winterhaven. And you see another note towards the graveyard where the digging was going on. And it's just a little side note that says potential allies, undead enforcements. And that's about it.
Didn't we destroy that potential ally?
You did. So, what do you want to do next?
Well, this is probably good information to take back to the town. If it has plans and whatnot, and what they're doing. So I guess we take the information with us?
Sounds like a good idea.
I guess I'll put it in my stuff then? I don't know.
Alright, you pocket the map.
Okay.
So, where to next? Are you going back to town immediately? Are you going to hole up somewhere in the dungeon?
Don't know. What does everybody else think?
Do we need to rest first?
Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, Gideon kind of has 3 hit points, so that wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah, we kind of have to take a long rest after every encounter, I swear.
Sure is.
Well, there just happens to be a nice little hotel room here. And I have full health, so I can keep watch.
I have full health, but oh boy, do I have no stuff.
Yep, I'm missing a few too.
Alright, you want to take a long rest back here then?
Ow.
Alrighty.
I hate this mouse.
So, is this going to be a short rest or a long rest?
Sounds like a long rest. Let's see.
We don't happen to level up, do we? Actually, how many?
Well, would you like me to calculate experience real quick?
If it'll take you real quick, it takes you longer. You know.
I'd prefer you to just give us an extra 1,000 XP right now.
Yeah, right. Ow.
We
Stop
can't.
making me laugh. It hurts to laugh.
I'm sorry.
Almost there. Let's take a look right here.
I'm nowhere near. No matter how much he gives me.
For that encounter, you each gain 230 experience points.
$230. Wow.
All right. So,
How about 500?
how about 230?
300. Take it or leave it. 230 plus. No, we're closer, I guess.
I'm about a little over 1,000 away from leveling up.
All right. So with Mytha taking first watch, the nights go fairly slowly. Occasionally, you'll see Mytha as you peer from out of the door. Some ghastly creature,
Oh no.
a sort of spirit in black robes, wearing white trim and some golden chains wrapped around him, will occasionally just float in, glance around, and leave. This happens periodically.
By periodically, do you mean like every so many minutes, or like once an hour? Like, what do you mean?
About once an hour. And each time it comes in, it looks like it's kind of deciding on a body to grab before it grabs that body and hauls it out.
Creature's probably like, so many choices.
All right. Well, he's occupied. I mean, who am I to mess with someone else's dinner? I don't want to be interrupted.
Eventually, all the bodies are taken.
Can I hear like where he takes them? Like, does he go like down the hall and to the left, or like?
Yeah, roll perception if you want specifics.
Oh, do I? Oh.
You merely hear him going down the hall and rifling through the pockets for change.
That's it? He comes in once an hour to look at stuff for change?
Yes.
Well, this dude needs a new hobby. Okay.
After all the bodies are gone, he stops coming. And your rest is over. You are all at full health. You gain half of your maximum hit dice back, and all of your spell slots that have been spent are returned. Where to next?
Wait, what'd you say about the health? We gain half back?
You gain half your hit dice back. If you're missing hit dice, you gain half your maximum, but you gain all of your hit points back.
Okay, so all back to full health and half of our hit dice. Okay.
Yep, that's how it works on a long rest.
Okay, well, I only used one, so does that mean I get back to full health or full?
Yeah, if you're only
Dice or
missing,
just-
Yeah.
that means you get up to half maximum. So you gain, like, you only spent one, so you have all your hit dice back now.
I have what you cut out.
You have all your hit dice back now if you only spent one.
Okie dokie. All right.
Where to next?
I don't. There was a reason why we returned here, but I can't remember why.
I think it was to try and clear everything out.
Yes, the cultists are clearly still active.
The what? You cut out what?
The cultists are clearly still active, as they have control over the Orzhov Syndicate's indentured spirits.
So I'm gonna take it that we need to continue exploring the dungeon.
Sounds about right.
Well,
This door right here, was it the door that goes into this room?
Which one?
Or does that lead to somewhere else? Below the table?
Yeah, that's
Is that an open door?
Yeah,
or...
that door's open. It does not lead anywhere else.
Okay, got it. So it looks like we need to go back and go down the really, really long way to the very bottom.
Before we move on, would you guys mind if I took 2 minutes to change one of the spells on my prepared list?
Oh no, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm not really using Fairy Fire because it's never works for me, so I'm just going to replace it with something else. I just need a couple minutes in turn in game because I'm taking a level 2 spell. So we can move.
Okay. Who will lead the charge in this exploration?
you say who will lead?
Yeah, who is leading?
I'm definitely towards the back of the pack.
I'll be towards the middle.
I'll take the bag.
So Janali and Gideon are
Cowards.
up front.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want your primary leader to take the, or your primary healer to take the front?
I do not. You stay in the back where you belong.
All right, I'm going to the. Damn it!
Whoops.
This mouse needs to be replaced. So
Okay, do we know what's down there?
Nope.
You do not,
Okay.
but in the southernmost room, it opens up into a large chamber with a grand statue of a formerly great warrior of the Azorius Synod.
All right, Gideon, what do you see?
He sees quite a bit, actually.
Oh, I thought that was a corner that I was behind.
What the heck is that?
I don't know, but why do they remind me of the things from Alien? Also, I don't like
Are those ticks? They look like ticks. Or boogers.
I don't like this. We're gonna die.
Oh,
Yes.
there's the other hallway behind us.
Behind us.
Here.
See this?
Because it looks like it goes around the corner and we don't know what's back there.
That is a good point. It probably leads to where this door is down here at the bottom.
There's a chance.
Do we want to look at the other one and see where the other hallway goes and make our best move based on that?
Sure.
I have stealth. I can go.
Okie dokie.
Let's see how stealthy I am. Not very. Not very at all.
All right, you get to the corner. You're about
Well,
right
I
here.
am apparently just. Oh, yep. Just gonna walk up. It's fine. I'll be alright.
And you see a doorway. It seems closed.
Can I roll stealth again to approach the doorway?
You certainly may.
I didn't catch it. What was that?
Yes.
Okay. Well, shit. Okay, well, I approach the doorway. Do I hear anything?
Roll perception, and we'll see if you do.
Yay!
Well, you very clearly notice the sign scribbled on the door that says closed in common. However, you hear some very, very faint murmuring, some whispers.
I speak 4 languages. Can I make out what they're saying?
Not really. It sounds mostly like just generic whispering.
Okay. I will go back and tell everyone about the whispers behind the closed door.
Alrighty.
Can you tell like how many people you were hearing or voices you were hearing when you were back there?
I don't think so.
I can say you're fairly certain it sounded about like 2. 2 voices.
So the choice is to maybe deal with those 2 voices potential
Versus whatever
this.
is the creepy things in this room. I would choose the 2.
This looks like a dragon.
Yeah, I would choose the other way.
Yeah, I probably would too.
Everybody down for that?
Sure. What are we doing?
We're heading down the hallway.
We're gonna choose the closed door versus the weird dragon things in this room because they're scary looking.
They are kind of scary. We're gonna have to deal with them eventually.
Famous last words.
What if whatever this room is worse?
we made a vast error.
We made an error. They're all gonna come rushing at us from behind.
I know. Then we're stuck in a hallway with no exit.
The door itself seems stuck. If you want to get past it, you'll need to make a strength athletics check.
To get past the door?
Yep, to get actually past that door. Gideon, it does not give way for you. Andros, you kind of try to budge into it. Mytha, you do about as well as Gideon. But Janali just barrels into it and busts it off its hinges.
No doors can hold me.
And you see past it. It branches off into 2 different directions. Yeah, now would be a decent place to end it if you guys wanted to.
Which also means that there's combat ahead.
So I'm gonna say yes because I'm feeling horrible right now.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for playing, and thank you guys out there for watching. Please remember to touch that like button, subscribe to join the Skeleton Crew, and if you enjoy the content on this channel, please check out the links in the description below. It means a lot to us. I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.